Hello. Fucking fly season in Montana. Little bastards is around here. Thanks for the condolences. That's like a baseball bat to the chest. That fucking oof. Rest in peace, sis. Now, I would be lying if I said I never had an issue getting the boys back down in Georgia. Because I have before. So, the hesitation on their mother's part is warranted. But they always do get back down in Georgia. Alright, I promise you. So, getting them, going there. I made sure we're plenty early because you got to watch out for Montana traffic jams. If you don't know what that is a herd of cows blocking the road. They're very, very fucking real. So we made sure, picked them up. Security was nothing. You know, I went right through security. There was barely anybody. I practically walked up to the detector thing. I don't even know what you call those things. Where you gotta, a fucking retard. Goddamn terrorists. Had to ruin it for everybody. Yeah. And then the shoe bomber. Yeah, and now you take off your shoes. Next they're gonna, I don't know, they're gonna do colonoscopies as you go through. I don't fucking know. But we picked him up and all that. Had a great summer. Great summer. We had a good time. It's good to see my boy again. Cameron didn't want to come up. He's too afraid. Once he's 18, he's getting that whooping. I don't care where he is. It's a PFMA then, little prick. Anyways, I made sure we left with plenty of time. And we get there, and I took a couple stops along the way, had a break, you know, bullshit with my boy. And we're waiting in the parking lot of the airport, and the woman's like urging me, like, you know, you should go in. I'm like, it was 11 o'clock. I was like, this flight doesn't even leave till like 12:38. She goes, no, it leaves at noon. And I was like, what? And I was like, fuck. So I was like, Cooper, let's go. You know, so we're like running to the fucking gate. I got to fill out a packet because he's 15. He may be 6'3", but I actually backed this after what just happened. I had to fill out this packet of paperwork. That took a while, and I'm looking up. I was like, there's no way that's the line to get through security because last time it was right there. And there's these people standing over here. I was like, there's no way. I fill it out, get them. Dude was really cool. You got to pay $150 for to fly somebody assisted. So I paid him that, but he waived the bag fee. Whatever you pay for the bags, I don't know. He waived that fee, which was really cool. Guy was a nice dude. I was like, great. I was like, all right, let's go. We're hurrying still because I was like, fuck, I don't want to be late. We get in line at 11:15 to go through security. And it was, sure as shit, way the fuck back there. It was way back there. I was like, what the hell? I'm looking, I'm like, oh God, we're going to fucking miss the flight. I even told Cooper, I said, text Kirsten, say, you may miss this flight. She texts back, like, why? And I was like, well, this is a long-ass security line. But we went through pretty quick. I can't complain. Well, we got to the actual pretty quick. It was probably about 11:30 by the time we actually reached to the front. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. And we go through. Guy walks me through, and I do this, and I go through. And dude's like, you got anything in your back right pocket? I was like, no, I don't. I don't got anything. I was like, we're going to be late for this flight. Because it was pushing like 11:45 by then. It could have been earlier. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah. I said, hey, I pulled out my pocket to see, I don't got nothing. And I look at the screen, and sure as shit, it has a little yellow square around my back right pocket. The fuck? And he goes, all right. He goes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub the back of my hand on your back pocket, and then I'm going to test it. And he does. He rubs it, and like, I'm not fucking Pablo Escobar here, you son of a bitch. Like, what the hell? I'm just trying to get my kid through. I said, okay, whatever. Just go ahead and do it, but we're in a rush. We might miss this flight. And he does it. He rubs it, and then he swabs it, and then he sticks this machine. Goes, it's just going to be a few seconds. And now I'm curious. I'm invested. I'm like, what the hell is on my ass that's making this thing go off? it clears it. So there's nothing there. Weird though. I didn't know those things picked up anything but like metal and shit. So if you ever want to be a drug smuggler, you can't do that shit anymore with this new device. All right. Not that I had drugs. I knew I was good, but I was really curious. Like, what the fuck? I told Cooper, like, before we went through, I said, as soon as we go through, you throw your shit on and we fucking run to that gate. When I picked him up, I didn't look at the gate, see which one he's coming from. So I'm like walking around and I'm asking him, like, is this the one coming in from Atlanta? And they're like, yeah. And so, like, this is when I was picking him up. Everybody's getting off the plane. Like, everybody gets off the plane. And I'm waiting. Then the stewardess and the pilots get off the plane. And then I really start sweating. It's like, wait a minute, my son's supposed to be on there. Finally, he comes out. Wow. Was not expecting that. That was, woo. But anyways, go back. We get through there. We make it to the gate about 3 to 4 minutes before they actually start boarding. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. So then we say our goodbyes. He gets on the plane. And yeah, then there's 3 the big jets lined up waiting to take off. And they keep letting these little tiny piece of shit planes land. Like, this motherfucker needs to, you need to get up in the air. Fuck these little tiny bitches. Run them over. I don't care. Well, he takes off. And then my phone didn't have service. So we drove back to Montana, or back to Helena. And when I got to Helena, you know, I sent him this message. I said, hey, write me when you land. And, you know, I'm waiting. I didn't hear anything. And he doesn't always write back, so I wasn't too worried about it. And his mother writes me, have you heard from Cooper? He was supposed to have landed a while ago, and I haven't heard anything. And I was like, no, I haven't. I even told him to write me. You know, I'm sweating. I'm checking CNN and shit. Like, what the fuck? And then his mom was like, oh, I've been on the phone with them. They said bad weather. They couldn't go to JFK Airport. So her one rule was, whenever they fly up or fly down, there can't be any layover because things can go wrong. So I have the feeling I'm going to get the I told you so bullshit speech every fucking summer. They'll never be able to fly with a layover just because, the one fucking time. This was the first and only time they've ever had a layover. Now, motherfucker gets rerouted to Boston. He's flying assisted. So that means there has to be somebody with him. And so she writes me, says, yeah, you got rerouted Boston, and he's going to have to stay the night because there isn't a flight that goes there. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you going to do? Have him sit in the fucking lounge all goddamn night? It's like, he's 15. He's 6'3", yeah, and then his mom. Oh, God. God bless her. I swear to God, this woman's about as OCD as it comes. She was all like telling Cooper, don't talk to anybody in the bathrooms. You gotta be careful. There's traffickers out there. It's like, lady, you need to take a chill pill, you know? And so me, Cooper, and Dad were just laughing about it. But sure as shit, the layover goes horribly wrong. He's in Boston. He's going to have to stay the night. He's 15. I'm sweating now, too. I'm just glad the plane didn't crash. You know, he had money. I made sure he kept the money, and he had a card, so that was taken care of. But then she had to pull some strings and get him a flight to Atlanta that night. And the one thing that really pissed me off, I was like, wait a minute. Are there only like 10 airplanes in the air? You can't find a plane that's going to Atlanta, Georgia, one of the busiest airports in the entire fucking world. You're telling me there isn't a plane going there where there's an extra seat. Whoa. That pissed me off. But she got it. They pulled some strings. And they got him there that night. And crisis fucking averted. Now for the future, I know she's never going to let that go. They can't fly with layovers. They can't fly. It's like, you know what? Then how about you drive to freaking Kansas or St. Louis or something, then have them fly there. It's a lot cheaper. I mean, flying anywhere just from one place to Helena is an arm and a leg. That's why we went through Bozeman. It was a little bit cheaper. But yeah, She's never going to let me live that one down. Forever. She might even put on my tombstone. Don't make sure you don't fly a layover to heaven, you prick.